Why the hell is Bronson Reed all of a sudden friends with Seth Rollins? Why is Bronson Reed helping out Seth with his whole Vision Alliance? Can anybody answer that question for me? Now, Bronson Reed had joined up with Braun Breaker and Seth and helped defeat CM Punk and Sami Zayn. And we've been seeing for 2 weeks now, we've seen Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins side by side. And all I can think to myself is, where is the explanation? Where is the writing team and Triple H? Where are they to make it make sense? And also, where is Seth Rollins to make it make sense too? Because this is just as his creation as it is Triple H's and the creative team. You know, Seth got a huge part in this group. At this point in his career, he definitely got a say in what goes with his character and who he wants to align himself with. And somebody is calling me while I'm trying to record a mother effing video. Oh, South River, don't care. So anyway, as I was really interrupted, why is Bronson Reed teaming with the same guy that he had beef with last year? More importantly, why is Seth aligning himself with Bronson Reed? Bronson Reed gave Seth 6 tsunamis, took him out, broke his rib cage. He was on the shelf for like a month and a half. Yeah, he got his get back, but still, I don't think that feud was ever concluded. Because the last we seen of Bronson Reed, he was in that Bloodline War Games match. He got severely injured. A match that Seth did not want no part of. So we're hitting a roadblock with this Alliance faction. And I'm still trying to figure out what's the purpose of doing this. It doesn't feel like we're getting anywhere. We're not really covering any ground with this faction. We're just kind of doing stuff just to do stuff. We're just pitting, these guys against Punk, Zayn, Jey Uso, and Roman just for the hell of it. I mean, clearly this is going to lead to Seth winning the World Championship. I mean, you might as well just give Seth the Money in the Bank briefcase call today. Because out of all those 6 guys in that match, Seth seems to be the more logical one. I don't see LA Knight winning. I don't see Solo Sikoa winning. I don't see El Grande winning, which if he wins, you could pull a huge shock by having him win. I don't see Penta winning, nor do I see Andrade winning. So if you want to continue the storyline that Seth needs the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist, then fine. Give him the briefcase. But other than that, why is Bronson Reed aligned himself with Seth Rollins? What is the relationship? That was supposed to be explained after Saturday night's main event. And they did not explain any of that. All they did was have Seth look at Bronson Reed, kind of look him up and down, gave him that look, and that was it. And people, and I dare anyone to say that this is this generation's evolution. Where's a laughing track when you need it? Because if I had one, I'd definitely be playing it. Evolution made more sense. Triple H did a great job tying all the loose ends with that whole faction, with that whole angle. He did a good job simplifying why I'm aligned with Randy Orton and Batista and Ric Flair. He made it simple. I am building up the future with my own talent and my own wisdom, my own experience, along with a legend in my corner to help along pave the future, Ric Flair. And then you mold two diamonds in the rough with Batista and Randy Orton, and that is your future. That is evolution. The past, the present, and the future. With this, well, can we really say Bronson Reed is of a different generation than Braun Breaker? No, because they both came up around the same time. Seth is of the previous generation. So was Paul Heyman. But the thing with Paul Heyman in this whole angle, he seems out of place. It seems he has no natural fit with a Seth Rollins. Now, that's something that was teased before WrestleMania, but the actual execution of it, it's not working. Paul had a natural fit with the bloodline. He had more chemistry with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and even CM Punk. He ain't got no chemistry with Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, he don't. And Seth is, to me, he's not turning it up the way he should be. I need Seth to go out there and explain why he has Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed by his side. What is his purpose of bringing these two together? It's not being explained the right way. At this point, Seth is going to start becoming Triple H, who comes out the beginning of every Monday Night Raw to cut 20-minute boring promos, saying all this stuff without saying anything at all. Cutting irrelevant promos to bore you to death, bore you to tears. So I'm trying to figure out, once again, why is Bronson Reed a guy that tried to break Seth's rib cage? Why is Seth all of a sudden cool with Bronson Reed? What is Bronson Reed's, what's his purpose of being involved with Seth? Yeah, so I'm looking at this faction, and clearly it's only going to benefit one guy, and that's Seth Rollins. Now, I'm looking at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is Braun Breaker will break out of this group and become a very popular babyface. That is something that I'm hoping for. And if that happens, then this was probably the entire point of doing this alliance, was to really get Braun Breaker over, and I hope I'm right. The thing with Seth Rollins is he's still trying to live off his popularity. Like, if he's going to be a hated heel, you got to drop the theme song. You got to drop the whoa, 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 whoa. You got to drop that whole thing. Because how can you expect the fans to hate you, to dislike you, but they're still cheering along your theme song? That don't add up. That math ain't mathing. You got to get rid of that song, bro. You got to get rid of that theme song. You're a heel, but you're trying to be liked. That don't work. That don't work. It's not connecting. With Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, I can appreciate them because they're not flashy. They're not too flashy at all. Seth, to me, is trying to be a little bit too flashy. He needs to keep it simple. Come out in more dark attire, like wear black pants, black shirt, whatever. Just look like a villain. Stop coming out here trying to act all whimsical and dressing up like dressing up like you're attending a gala event. Like, just dress up like a villain, man. Get rid of that theme song. Like, if you really want to make this work, if this is supposed to be a new Seth Rollins, okay, get rid of the theme song. You can come up with something better. I'm sure someone in the music department can come up with something better for Seth's theme song, man. That is not something you can sing along to. You should never be singing along a heel's theme music. You just don't. I mean, unless you're Kurt Angle, because you're saying you're telling him he sucks, right? You're singing along his theme song saying he sucks. That's different. That's entirely different. You're insulting the guy while he comes out to his music. With Seth, you're serenading him with the sing along, like you did when he was a babyface. So get rid of that. Make this make more sense. Give us an explanation, because if you can't explain the simple thing of Bronson Reed joining with Seth, if you can't give me an explanation on that, then this is already going to flop, man. This is already going to backfire. So, I don't know. I'm just waiting for Roman to come back, because when Roman comes back, things are going to start to heat up. Things are going to start to really pick up. It's clear to me that CM Punk is the most beloved babyface right now in the company. Jay and Sammy, of course, they come behind him. But CM Punk right now is the most popular babyface in the company. Like, this storyline, it's showing me how over Punk really is right now. What should only push Seth more into being a bad guy, lean more into being a hated heel. Okay, if the whole storyline is to get rid of CM Punk for good, to get rid of the cancer of the company and make a clear path for the future in Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, if that's Seth's whole vision is to do that, then just say that. Make it simple. Let's stop tiptoeing around the real purpose of this faction, because I can come to a conclusion myself on what this faction is really all about, the whole purpose of it. Get rid of CM Punk. Take the world title off of Jey Uso. We run this thing. We running Monday Night Raw. We going all the way with this. We going to take over. I'm going to secure the future of this company, of this place. Because anyone that wants to get through me, anyone that wants to be the guy, they got to get through me, Seth freaking Rollins. They got to get through the guy. You got to get through Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker. If he wants to, if your whole thing is to have Seth hold the keys and be the gatekeeper, then okay, let's establish that. So that's all I got to say about that, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, share. I'm out, and peace.